Hey, welcome to the Roommate Experience. I'm Nathan.
I am Ryan.
And, we've been roommates for 6 years, 6+ years.
6+ years.
And, we've done a lot of stuff as roommates and experienced a lot of
things as roommates.
Yeah. So we're here and we're going to kind of tell our tales and kind of pick back up from where Concept Something left.
Yeah, it's been a year. I think we use this way too much about hiatus since we've.
I wouldn't even say hiatus. We just forgot about it and then got busy.
That too.
We're not gonna make excuses here. There were so many times where I'd be like, "Hey, you want to record?" And it's like, "Yeah, let's do it." And a couple of days later, just completely forget.
Yep, that is the story of our lives.
Or you get to the point where you're like, "Yeah, let's record," and then it's like, "Well, I just don't want to. I'm tired." So we wouldn't.
Hey, but we're here.
Yeah, we're doing something.
We're finally doing something.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been like a year. So I guess in the past year, what's happened? It's very much a loaded question, but what's happened
in the past year in terms of? I know one thing I want to talk about is something we did last weekend. We went up to Traverse City, Michigan, and just did a full day brewery, just bar hopping.
That was a treat.
Good and bad thing. Good thing, it was really fun trying out a bunch of different new things. Bad thing, we started at when did we start?
We started at 1. And by the time we got done, it was 2 a.m.
It was a long day.
And the thing is, it's not like we took breaks or anything like normal people would and kind of recover and chill for a second. No, it was just constant drinking, which it was fun. It was fun.
A couple here, couple there. Yeah. It just added up to end up being just an extremely long day.
I definitely thought I spent way more than I did, but I'm not really going to complain.
I think I spent more than what I thought I spent when I looked at my credit card bill.
Dude, I spent more in Washington the one night we went clubbing. Oh, that's what I did.
Yeah, that's something else we can talk about too.
Yeah, we'll talk about that eventually.
We'll get to that.
But yeah, no, and I was just buying stuff for myself too, so I was happy about that.
Yeah,
but I feel like every so often you just need those days where you just go and kind of just let loose.
That was definitely one of those. That was fun. That was needed. That was a good step into the weekend, I guess.
Oh, for sure. Well, but then it made Sunday a really, really long and crappy day.
Yeah, our drive back was 3.5 hours.
Yeah. I just wanted to die the entire time.
Oh, I was driving. I really wanted to die. That was not fun. Yeah. If anyone knows of what it's like driving when you're just severely hungover and just don't want to be awake. It was the hardest 3 hours of my life.
Dude, Joe's our buddy and we stayed at his cottage in Gaylord area. And we go and get back and Joe's it's 3 a.m. And he's like, "Hey, let's try to be out of the place by 10:30. And we're like, "Yeah, okay." I got up at 8, super tired and really hungover. Didn't want to get out of bed, so I didn't. And I stayed I think I fell back asleep until 9:30. And I was like, "Yeah, dude, there's no way we're getting out of here in a half hour."
Dude, I was cashed out till 10. Easy.
Yeah.
Easily till 10.
It's just you can't rush the process. You really can't.
What was funny too is we were originally going to go golfing later that day, and we were talking about the week prior, saying, "Oh, let's go golfing. We'll get a tee time for 1 p.m." Or no, it was not even 1. It was supposed to be for 11 or noon.
Yeah.
And it's we'd even leave till noon.
Oh yeah.
And we would have taken 3 additional hours. So we were 3 hours behind because we stayed up so late.
Yeah. Yeah, but we ended up at this really cool bar, it was underground.
Yeah, Kilkenny's, it's called.
It was sweet. but it reminded me of the music venue, The Shelter.
Yes, The Shelter in
Just 'cause it's
Detroit.
underground. But I will say it was nice that it didn't get super hot. Because remember, we went to the Bryce Vine concert in The Shelter.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like middle of winter, too. I think it was like February or January.
Yep.
And we're just like drenched in sweat.
No ventilation.
Yeah, it was awful.
At the Shelter, that is. Not Kilkenny's.
Oh, there were
great
events
ventilation.
like everywhere. It was sweet. I still got hot because you're moving around. You're going to get hot, but
Yeah, it was.
wasn't
like
dripping.
the atmosphere. If I just to explain what this is like, yeah, it's like almost early 20s speakeasy kind of vibe down there with bricks and like with brick archways. You know what I'm I was trying to figure out how to verbally explain what this place was like. It was awesome though.
It was, I don't know, I feel like it was very like reminiscent of like prohibition speakeasy type of bar underground.
Yeah.
And they had like pool and darts and everything and live music, which was a huge plus.
Live music is my shit. I will.
Oh, yeah.
Live music more than anything because I feel like there's just a human touch with it. Rather than just like playing music on like a Spotify or something.
It's just different. It just really hits different.
And they were good too.
Yeah. I was a fan.
Huge fan.
We were front row.
The
entire time. Dude, I was very drunk by the end of the night. And there was a point in the night where, since we were front row, and there was like railings along part of it, but in the middle it was open. And there were definitely times where I got very concerned that I was gonna fall over onto them.
Dude, there was once I'm pretty sure I did trip towards the stage.
Yeah. And it's not like it's raised up either. It was maybe like a step. So like if you fall on them, you're gonna fall on them.
Yeah. there was 2-inch riser. So nothing.
Yeah. Well, 2 inches is something.
Yeah, honestly, 2 inches, that's a lot.
It's kind of a lot.
In my book, above average.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
As long as it can perform, the stage is a great performance. That's all that matters.
Yeah, you don't really have to be like that elevated anyway. It doesn't really matter.
But one also funny story from that night too that Nathan was talking about is apparently this birthday party of girls bought us shots, and I don't remember this. Like Nathan was telling me this, is like I literally do not remember.
They didn't buy us shots. They bought shots for the group, but we were like hanging out with the group for most of the night, so they like inherently like gave us parts of the shot. I don't know what we took. I was thinking about it like the next morning and like even throughout the week, and I have no idea what it was.
We definitely got drugged.
They were drinking it too, so whatever.
Themselves.
Yeah.
You know what? It's that kind of night. It's gonna be a great
I don't know. I
party.
did get sick that next morning, so it could have been.
I did not get sick.
Yeah.
My liver is titanium. Even though I was super hungover for the whole day, my liver is titanium. Yeah?
Your liver's something, dude. I was trying to think of something better to say, but like
Trying to think of like
anything to
something
say.
witty.
Yeah. But I just couldn't. I was blanking. But yeah, no, they come up to, or like we're like all in the group, and they're like, oh, like you want like a half shot, and like you know like most bars they have, it's not like your standard shot glass. It's like a double or like even a triple or whatever, like the size of it. Like the glass instead of being like this by like that.
It was almost like a whiskey glass kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
It was way more than what you would normally get for a shot.
Yeah. Which that's like every bar now, I feel like.
Is every bar now like more generous?
Well, it's not. I think it's so that you get like the shot of liquor on top of whatever else is in it.
Oh.
That's what I think it is.
Okay. But not if you just get a shot, then it's just like not a full glass.
They probably still do it in the bigger glasses because those are easier to like keep track of and handle.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still, I think it's just still like the amount of liquid. But yeah, no, there was like that, like the glasses were filled up like halfway. So it was a decent amount. But like one of them, they're like in the group and everything. They come back with the shots and they're like, yeah, you want half? And I'm like, sure, cool. And then one of the other people comes over and is like, "Oh, you want like another half?" And I'm like,
They're just
"I didn't pay
feeding
for any
you.
of this stuff, sure." And I'm not gonna turn it down. Are you kidding?
They're just airplaning that into you, dude.
Baby, yeah. I was gonna say baby birding, but like, not at all.
That was not baby
no.
birding. They were not spitting it into your mouth.
No,
You know what? We should revolutionize it. That should become a new way to take shots.
no, you do that, but you do it through a straw.
Can we make that a TikTok trend? Well, okay,
We
you
already-
have done
we already
that.
did that back in 2019.
2019. Someone, it was Josh. One of our buddies, Josh. It was liquor or beer or something. Sucked it up into straw and sprayed it into Nathan's mouth. It is the dumbest thing I've ever
I don't know
seen.
why. I don't know why we did it. Which I guess a lot of the stories I have really leave me wondering, like, why did I do that? But I think at the end of the day, it's because it makes a good story.
That's true. Hey,
Yeah.
everything I feel like that we do on weekends makes good stories. Every weekend is a movie. That's what last weekend. I was just called last weekend a movie the entire next morning. That's all I was saying about it. I was like, man, last night was a movie where I don't remember parts of it, but like any.
You're the one who
like
drove
any-
us back too.
Well, I was fine by the end. It was 2 a.m. By the time
By the time we took shots, it was like, I think it was like 12:30 or 1.
was it?
It was late into the night.
Well, that was the only thing I had there.
Okay.
Well, I had
no,
a
I don't-
vodka Red Bull at the start to
yeah,
get me.
that was very early. We got there so early.
We
too.
got there at 9 p.m. So between 9 p.m. and 2 a.m.
8:30.
We got there at 8:30. So between 8:30 and 2 a.m. I only had like 2 drinks. I had the vodka Red Bull and then the shot. And you guys were.
I bought 4 beers. Yeah. No, it's 5. 'Cause I got like a draft of something, and the rest was just Coors Light. But the draft, like, go to the bar and I'm like looking at their draft menu. I'm like, oh, like I'll try this one. And the dude's actually like, he's like, oh, do you want to like try it? Like take a little sip? And I'm like, sure. Brings like a little like one of the shot glasses over with it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Try it. It was like a brown ale, but it was more like pumpkin spicy. And I'm like, I don't care. It's fine. So I got it. It was okay.
That's the thing of like, I've noticed that more too at like breweries or bars. Is like if you get some on a draft, you can try it first.
Yeah. Which is, it's nice because I'd rather not, if you're like trying something completely new that you're like, well, I don't know if this is actually going to taste good or not. I'd rather be able to take a little shot of it or something than get like a 16 ounce or get like a pint of it and not like it at all.
Right. Yeah. No, I totally.
Yeah. But I don't know. For the most part, I think like I can stomach most beers. So
I can too.
I can push through.
I feel like beer's like the easiest thing to stop. But now when it comes to liquor, no go on that. I feel like there's some liquors out there that are meant to be evil. I swear, evil.
You're gonna say tequila.
Not tequila. Well, tequila just makes me do dumb shit. But the evil one, Captain.
Well, yeah. No, just spiced rum in general.
Spice from my body.
Yeah.
No mas.
Did you ever
No
have
me
that
gusta.
like growing up where you would have like a food like too much in a row, I guess. And
You get
after
sick on it?
you get sick on it once and then you just like can't have it again.
Ooh, what would that have been when I was younger? Do you have one of those?
Yeah, for me it was pulled pork. It was like my mom's pulled pork. So I don't know if it was I had it too much or I just got sick once like after eating it. And I don't think it was because of that. I think I was just sick in general. So I ate that and then
And now, like, for a while, probably every time you like think about or smell, it's just like, nope. Your body's
for
just...
the longest time, yeah. Until I think it was like until I moved out, like realistically. Like now, like I don't know, I'd go for it. I don't think I'd have any issue with it.
I remember one time. I don't know if you know, but it's like a snack bag. It's called Munchies,
Oh yeah.
and it has it was like my favorite. It's right now. I like it again, but there was one time I ate an entire bag in one sitting. Stomach, not about it. It was. I could not think about it or just look at it for years.
Yeah.
I think I just didn't do it for years, but It comes with like Doritos, pretzels, Cheetos, and Sun Chips.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best combo. It's so good.
I'm still a big like just Chex Mix in general guy.
Chex
But
Mix.
so of the things that come in Chex Mix, you get like the Chex and then like the breadstick
In the
and
mix?
Then, yeah. So of that, like standard Chex Mix, what is like the best one?
You mean like the things within the Chex Mix, or like
Yes.
the type of Chex Mix?
The things within it. So you have like the Chex, the breadstick, the rye chip, and then the darker Chex Mix.
So first I'll say like flavor, bold, the bold barbecue
I don't care
one.
about
That's the best one.
It's not what I asked.
I
It's not
don't
what the question
care.
is.
I'm
You're trying to
saying
get extra
it,
credit on like a multiple choice question.
and it's working.
It is.
And everyone
not. I
listening
can
to
tell
this
you it's
agrees
not.
with me that the bold barbecue one, or whatever the name is of that, is the best. But my favorite piece, probably the Chex Mix, because I like putting it in my mouth and like using my tongue press up against the roof and having it pop. I don't know if you've ever done that.
I
but
think I do that
it's
sometimes.
It's
when
a
I'm bored.
very. It's like, I think that's one of the things that everyone does, but no one talks about. It's super satisfying to just break in your mouth.
Yeah.
That's why. That's my favorite. What are you a rye chip kind of guy?
Oh, 100%. The rye chip is unbeatable.
The people
They
who like rye chips, they like to tell you they like rye chips. I don't like them for that.
Because the rye okay, I saw something on Twitter like this was probably like years ago at this point, and it was about like Chex Mix in general.
Yeah.
And it was like, I think it was like one of there's the 4 pictures of them, or a picture of like each piece in
Oh,
it.
yeah,
and it's
yeah.
like one of these have to go.
Mm-hmm.
And first comment is like the rye chip, and everyone was just trashing that person. They're like, you literally have no taste at all. Like, it's literally,
I
it's gotta be the
prefer
breadstick. The breadstick's gotta go.
Breadstick is kind of dry. The
It
breadstick.
doesn't do anything. Like, throw a pretzel in there or something.
I will say, when I was younger, I did take the breadstick and I would bite one bulb at a
Yep.
time. Did you do that too?
No,
It's like-
occasionally I would, but like,
It has like the four bumps. I remember when I was
Yeah.
younger, I was like,
I'd like to think you still do that.
I haven't had Chex Mix in a while, but
Yeah, that's
Now-
like my go-to like airplane snack.
dude, now I'm hungry for Chex Mix.
It is like 5:30.
Probably after we're
almost
done
dinner.
recording, it's gonna be dinner time.
I don't know what I'm gonna make or eat.
Oh,
Yeah,
Besides the
this is
point.
thrilling stuff right here.
very thrilling. Hey, what's
Comment
for dinner?
below what I should eat for dinner. Thanks. I'll read it in the next 2
You
weeks.
know what? I
and
think
maybe
you should
make
eat
it.
a brick. Or maybe a curb.
Maybe.
I love
It's like a
munching on
big-
curbs.
It's like a big old bite of a curb.
You know, I do
You're
that
gonna
every
try and
weekend.
curb stomp me.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, lately we've gotten into sports betting like way too much.
Ooh, way too much.
You've gotten into it way more than me. But like,
I'm still up. That's all I have to say. I am
Yeah.
up on sports betting because if in Michigan, not many states do it. I don't think yet, but Michigan you can bet on sports. So if you're
Yeah.
watching or listening from outside of Michigan, come
Sucks
to
to be
Michigan.
you.
Yeah, that sucks. We can bet on college teams or
yeah,
NFL
we can
or
bet on
anything.
any sport for the most part. I
I
think,
think it is any sport. I don't think
it's
this is-
whatever the sports books have on it.
That's true.
So
But yeah, we've gone really into sports betting.
yeah,
It's fun.
it's nice because it like, I don't know, a lot of college games especially, like I do not care about.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to make
Yep.
me care about it, then I'll bet like $5 on a 4 or 5 leg parlay, and I inherently just now care about your game.
Yep. For me, that's the same way. Of like now I can watch like a game and now I'm invested, literally, like physically
Yeah.
invested into the game now.
I think the best thing, like the best reason we did that, or like best time, was the Super Bowl this past year.
That's true.
Because I did not care who won the Super Bowl, Bengals or the Rams.
Yeah.
Who, like, whatever. But you give me a $5 parlay where I could win like $40. Yeah, I'll
Yep.
care. I'll care about the game. Yeah,
And if you lose, it's only $5.
yeah. Which the thing is, like, I'm up like a couple $100 in the sports book
Yeah, I'm
Well-
probably up there too. I maybe like 180 or something like that.
Yeah, I think I'm at like 280. But it's literally just like all the promotional bets that you get money from. Like I think I put $20 in when I started my account. And especially when sports betting started, like they would try to do a bunch of promotional stuff so that you would get into it and like try and get addicted.
They tried to get you addicted, yeah.
Yeah, which I guess it had like a 2 or 3 year delay on us.
That's true. Yeah, it did. It did have two. It was about 2 year delay. 2 year delay on us.
Yeah.
It was our last year. Yeah. Shoot.
Yeah. Because whenever I think Thomas was over.
Was it? It was then, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, but if you or a loved one have a problem with sports gambling, do not listen to the rest of this because we're probably going to just keep talking about it. And
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. A lot of it's having and understanding yourself and just having control.
That's true. If you have zero control, sports betting,
Yeah.
not your thing.
If you get addicted to things easily, might not be your style. Maybe you shouldn't do it. Or maybe you should.
Or let it ride. Can't lose parlay. I'm just saying, $10 down, 18 laid parlay. Let's go for it.
Dude, I saw something. I think some dude won. I think it was like a 5 or no, it had to be like a 10 leg parlay last week. And the payout was like, I think it was like $300K.
I mean, I did an 8 leg parlay for $500. Or like to win $500.
For just 500? I did a 5 for I think it was 360.
How much did you bet?
5 or no, it was $15. That's
I bet $5,
That's
and I was
why.
gonna win like $550.
Yeah.
I was close. 2 things didn't hit.
Yeah.
So I got 6 out of 8. That's not bad, but it's all or nothing kind of thing.
Yeah, that's a downside.
But I think over the course of like these past few months, doing it more.
I think the past like 3 weeks is when I've been doing it more, which it's mainly like, oh, you throw like $5 on Thursday Night Football.
Yep.
You throw $5 on Saturday college football. And for me, that's it. That's kind of
$5 on the Lions. Let's go. Hey, I have $15 on the Lions to win tomorrow.
They're playing the Dolphins.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware. I'm aware that we're probably gonna lose, but hey,
You said the money line?
the spread.
What's the spread at? It was like 10.
It was like 7.5.
Okay.
I think I don't know.
That's okay.
If y'all listening right now know anything about sports, that's what's probably. I just did the dumbest fucking bet for the Lions against the Dolphins, which is horrible. But you know what? Lions are my team. We lose every week, but boy, I still watch their games and put money on them.
Lions country, and let's ride.
We're fierce. You can't stop Detroit.
We're something.
We are something. We're
somehow a franchise still, and I really do not know how.
I don't understand how we're just bad every year. That's the one thing I don't understand is like, how can a team be so continuously dog shit? Like,
I don't know. The odds are just completely stacked against us all the time. I think part of it's ownership. Like they don't, because I think it's the Fords that still own them.
It is the Fords. The Ford.
It's either the Fords or the
Ford
Illiches,
family.
either or. But I don't know. They care about the team, but not enough to like really care about them.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how it works because
tax write-off maybe. I don't know.
Because the NFL has like cap space and whatever for like trading and signing people, so you can't just go and be like, oh, like I guess kind of like soccer where you're like, oh, our owner is like a multi-billionaire and they want to put 100-something million into the team, so we're gonna go and buy like 5 top players in the world. I don't know how it works for the NFL really.
You draft and then you do free agents.
Yeah, and
get
just a lot of
traded.
trading.
I don't know the science behind it. All I know is the Lions are playing a game. I put $5 in. That's all I know.
Yeah, they're still definitely still in a rebuilding phase.
Bro, we've been calling it rebuilding phase every year for the past 50 years. However,
it's past like 7 years. Because there was like the stretch in like the early 20 or I guess like mid 2010s when they were good.
Yeah,
like they made
true.
playoffs once. But like after that, they kind of just lost everyone.
Shit the bed.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. No, I feel like in the past year or two, I've gotten a lot more like just into sports and like actually following it. Like especially
It's
like
true.
last,
You're into a lot of sports now.
Yeah.
Like this man, I think every like day, or at least for the full days on the weekends, different sport. F1, golf, soccer,
Yep.
football. You
Yeah.
watch everything.
Yeah. 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 No, so I got into, or I've been into soccer for years at this point. So that's like, that's not really anything new. But started watching F1 end of last season and then all of this season. Still love it. It's great. Super fun to watch.
It was the Drive to Survive show, right? That got you into it?
Yeah, for the most part. And that's really good to like see a lot of the behind the scenes stuff that you're not going to see during a race. But also like where NASCAR is super interesting to like other people, F1 is like a bite-sized version of NASCAR in the sense that it's not 500 laps. And
Oh, another left turn.
Yeah.
Let's go.
and the cars in themselves are insane. But the tracks that they race are super cool too. So that makes it super fun to watch and like actually thrilling.
I say I love the tracks when they're actually within a city. I find that so cool.
Oh, the
When
street
it's going
street
through
races,
the streets.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like okay, so like the biggest quote unquote is Monaco.
Mm-hmm.
And like back in the day for sure, like I understand why it's cool, like you're in the city and the cars were like way smaller than they are now. So now like the cars are huge.
They take up probably so much of the road where it's like you
Yeah.
can maybe go 3 wide. Now it's only like 2 wide or whatever.
Yeah, you can you can go too wide, but it's such a tight area that there's very little passing in the race.
I kind of suck. So if you get in the front, like you're kind of
Yeah,
lucky.
that's why qualifying there is such a big, or is super important for the race. Whereas like other places there's a better chance you can overtake, but not there. And there was a lot of talk too because partway through the season they didn't like renew the track, and they added Las Vegas for next year. But that means I think they have to eliminate another course, or like another track. And I think with that, they're like a lot of people were talking. It's like there's the history of Monaco, but it doesn't translate to a good race anymore. So it's not So it's not worth it really.
Well, it might be worth it to just eliminate it, to cut it before it has like bad blood or bad taste to it too. Like cut it off when people have good memories of it.
Yeah, which
Right?
even now it's starting to like feel like I watched it this year.
Get tainted.
And it was interesting because it was raining. So it was wet. So it made it a lot more
Dangerous. Yeah.
Yes. No, it was a lot more like tactical where you go out on like the intermediate tires, which is between the wet tires. Cause I guess I'll back up a second. So there's 5 tires that they have available for races.
Yeah.
3 of which are slicks.
3 of which
Holds
up 4 fingers.
3 of them are slicks. So it's flat, no tread or anything. It's just rubber. And with those, there's a hard, medium, and soft compound. The hard will go the longest, but has the least amount of grip. Soft will go the shortest with the most grip. And then medium's medium. They have wets, which is kind of like your normal tires here, where you have areas for, I guess, like the water to run up into.
Yeah.
So you can actually have grip. Intermediates are like faster than the wets, but slower than the slicks. So when it's like when there's rain in the race or the track's wet, you usually start on intermediates and then we'll transfer to slicks. So with that, it was super interesting because they actually started on inners, and then it was kind of like oh, who's gonna be the first one to go to slicks and see where it's at.
Because no one wants to be the first one tested out if it probably goes to shit.
Yeah.
If it just doesn't work, right?
Yeah, it's a huge risk, and you'll see a lot of the teams in like the lower end, so like 20th to like 15th, taking that risk to like try and shoot their driver up to the top.
Yeah.
But when it doesn't pay off, then it's like, okay, well, that was a waste.
Hey, but one question I have for you, though.
Yeah.
Can I do sports betting on F1?
I think so, yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Is you probably just bet on a player. Oh, your odds are horrible, though.
You just bet on a driver.
Right? Yeah.
I think. I know I can quickly.
I feel like your odds have to be horrible compared to like a football game. It's either one team wins or the other. With F1, you have what?
Well, it's
20?
like horse racing too.
Oh, that's why I never do horse racing. I don't trust that.
Horse racing is garbage. Why would you bet on that?
Okay, horse racing is also another discussion. Why do they wear weird hats? Where does that come from?
Are you talking like Kentucky Derby?
Yeah.
Why? I think it's part of the history and like the prestige of it.
Oh, was it just like rich people back in the day just trying to look fancy with big hats and weird clothes? So. It's just weird. I don't know. Not my thing. Not my style.
I swear you could bet on racing.
Oh, is there nothing?
Oh, wait. Don't take me to horse racing. I don't care.
It knew that we wanted horse racing. We were talking about it, dude.
You might not be able to bet on.
Really?
Oh wait, motorsports.
Motorsports is it? I guess that. What else would motorsports be?
Oh yeah, there we go.
F1.
Yeah, no, you can bet on F1.
Okay, cool. I feel like that'd be weird for how popular F1 is.
So you can bet on the race, like who you think is gonna win. They have.
Do you have a spread?
Who do you think the drivers' champion next year will be?
Your odds are probably so slim.
Max.
Bet $5 and you win it.
I win like $3.
What?
It's not worth it.
Really? You only win $3? No.
Well, if I bet on who I think is gonna actually win.
Oh, because it's pretty obvious who's gonna win.
Kind of. Well, not. Well, this is for next year.
Oh, okay.
This year's championship's already decided.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. There's a lot of strategy with F1 that I can wrap my head around, which is cool.
I think it is. I think it's more entertaining to watch of a sport. Constant.
Yeah.
Right? There's no breaks. Thing is,
it's actually like super taxing on your body too. Because the amount of G's you're pulling.
And you're just sitting there too, just taking it the whole time.
Yeah.
Like there's no like rest, right? Other sports, you do get some rest. Yeah. F1 is you start and you do not stop.
Yeah. You drive for like 2 hours or so and then peace out.
Just a drive up to Traverse City at that point.
Yeah. Except in a car that's going like 200 something miles an hour, I think.
What do you mean? That's the same thing.
Yeah.
I definitely.
Yeah, if you go that fast,
according to the law, I do not drive 215 up to Traverse City. If the law is
listening. Your car try to get that high.
My car would literally explode.
Yeah.
My car could not.
The tires would fly off the car.
Yeah, my car has a thing where the transmission shakes if I like in lower gears. So sometimes, like if I'm at a stoplight and I start rolling again, I'll just like it just shakes so aggressively. Sometimes it's honestly funny. It's funny when other people are in the car because they think they might die. Good times. You know?
I've ridden your car enough to know that I probably still will die with it.
My car, one of these days, something will happen.
It's literally just gonna explode.
Now, hey, if I take my car to the F1 race, I think I could show them up.
I think you get passed within 4 seconds of starting the race. If you started like 100
honestly,
yards
4
up.
seconds? That's too generous.
Yeah. That's if you started like the first corner.
Because the
thing
is,
they started at the start line.
I would start and my transmission would just shake vigorously and I would not move.
Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what would happen. I think your car would probably explode on the track.
See, yeah, that's the Ford Focus for you. It's a car.
It really is something. Yeah.
It's definitely a place, or it's definitely a way to get from place A to place B.
The way you do that might not be to your liking, but you're gonna show up. That's the Ford guarantee. You will probably get there. Probably.
If not, a tow truck will bring you there.
Yeah.
Well, I think this is a good start to first episode.
I think this is a good end to the first episode.
I mean, not first episode. I guess to a series.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us, and I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
If not, let us know what you didn't enjoy, and we'll make sure we talk about it.
Yeah. If you want us to talk about something, let us know. Comments down below. Hey, and if you're listening to this, anything other than YouTube, go to YouTube, find us at Bottom Shelf Entertainment, comment down below.
Yeah. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. We don't know if we're doing weekly or bi-weekly yet.
I think bi-weekly is a good
bar to set and kind of see where it goes from there.
Yeah, maybe at the start we'll do a little bit more soon, but we'll see.
Yeah. We'll probably start bi-weekly and then see how that goes, and then if we can keep up with the load, then go back to weekly or go to weekly.
Yeah, I feel like it doesn't take that much time. So
no.
Well,
all right. Yeah. Bye.
Peace.